My name is Ramón Galindo, and I'm a World War II veteran. I had a baby face at that time. I wanted to be a pilot. After they interviewed me, said, "Well, I'm sorry, we can take your brother, but we can't take you." I said, "Why?" They said, "No, you're a Mexican citizen, so we can't take you." And I said, "Well, you got my big brother." He said, "Yeah, but he's not in the Air Corps. And the reason you can't get into the Air Corps is because we have a secret weapon. So instead of putting me in the Air Corps, they put me to shoot the airplanes down. And that's what this is all about." Okay, we call this monkey suits. Every driver had a suit like this. You see, we had earphones, and because if you're a driver, you was also a radio operator. The background that you see there, those two windows, that was our barrack. We all had to be buddy-buddy. You become friends right away. You have to. It's best that you do. You learn to respect the fellow next to you. Anything happens to him, you give him first aid, or vice versa. So you get to be more like brothers, a family. Right here, if you notice, we used to see in the magazines that the airplanes had different pictures of different women. So I decided to go ahead and do what they was doing in the Air Corps. So I painted that, and everybody liked that painting. And one of the soldiers, his girlfriend, her name was Lena. He said, "I'm going to name it Lena." I said, "Well, go ahead and put the name on it." Okay, this canteen had a history after the war. You know, the canteen is made out of aluminum. So I took a little knife and I put in the names of the camps that we were going to. Camp Wallace, Camp Edwards, and when I went to overseas and what countries I went through, it had all that engraved on it and the year. And when I got out of the service, they said, "Well, you can't keep it. It belongs to the United States government." And I hate to give it up, but they claim it was theirs, so I let it go. This was taken in Glasgow, Scotland. I was invited by a Scottish. He was wearing his skirt. But this one, he told me, he said, "Let's go over here and we'll get one and put it on you." I wore that for a day. But this uniform is heavy. It is actually heavy. Now, this is on May the early part of May 1945. We're going from Germany into Pilsen, Czechoslovakia. But before we turn around and come back, Germans were still fighting. They were shooting at us, and that little hole is shrapnel. My finger, I'm pointing at the glass there. It hit the water tank, hit the radiator, and at that time, we didn't hear more firing. So everybody run and got into it and it took off. Oh, okay, so this is up in the Alps. I wanted to go see a friend of mine, and I stopped a civilian, so I gave him a pack of cigarettes for him to loan me his motorcycle. That's what he cost me. He was glad to get cigarettes. Listen, you could buy just about anything with cigarettes. And I got lost coming back. I had to walk. I spent a full night out there walking in Pilsen. We were all coming back home from Germany. And we stopped at Camp La Havre, I believe it was. We took the picture there at the camp. We was glad we got out of the war alive and not wounded. And we were happy that we come back home. We're just hoping that we'll get on the boat and get on back to the United States. And that's a beautiful feeling there.